Welcome to Billy Review Stuff, where I review stuff. Today I'm looking at the Poxxus All-In. It's taken a little while to get here, and I am ready for it. I have my heat gun, and I have my knife, so I'm ready to open this up and see which one I'm going to review. Today we're looking at Zende. Zende Amaanthyr is the first 1.0 figure I've pulled from this wave, and honestly, he's actually the only total 1.0 figure from this wave, because my understanding is Poxxus has a mix between 1.0 and 2.0 parts in his body. But this being the first one, I'll go over a little bit with him real quick. With Articulation, these are all parts that we've seen before, but new paint scheme and a new head. And I do love the head sculpt here. It's very stoic. It's very powerful. I like it. I like the way he looks. I do wish he did match Clavian, because I wanted Clavian to have an unmasked head. He is a slightly lighter skin tone, but you could repaint him if you wanted to. But, so, 1.0 figure real quick. Articulation. So, ball joint at the head, twist at the neck. If you can get around there, it's a little tight right now. Arms go out so far. Twist around. Bend at the elbow. The cloth ones have where it's slightly better articulation. It's technically a little bit more than a 90. Twist at the gauntlet top there. Twist at the wrist. Hinge back and forth. Ball joint at the waist. This is soft plastic here. He has a front little loincloth here. There's a twist at the top of the thigh. Pull this out. He can go out so far. He can go forward so far and back so far. The only limitations is really he has a butt carved in there. A little, like almost a perfect 90 there. It's almost there. Twist at the ankle, back, forward, and then it has the ankle rocker. So that's the articulation on a 1.0 figure. Let me go ahead and get his accessories on him, because he does come with actually a fair amount of stuff, and stuff that I haven't seen yet in the Poxxus wave so far. So real quick with the accessories, he does have magic effects, a small, a medium, and a large. So you're going to have like a large and a small, or a medium and a small, or a medium and a large, however you want them. They have where they come off, you pull off the hand, put this over the wrist, and then plug this back in. He does come with a casting hand, and then also the vertical hinges for holding weapons. And then also he does come with an alternate head sculpt where he has his like magic seal or rune coming up on his head when he's, casting his magic, calling upon it. However, he does also have the pauldrons there, but with his cape on, I don't like how they bulk out his shoulders. It doesn't look very good to me. And then also he does have this, I'd say like a short staff that has where it's highly detailed, and I do like the color scheme for it and the paint job for it. It's wonderful, and much like all the other staff so far, it does have where it's very secure on there. It has where it's on there tight, like it's not going anywhere. But to Zende himself, with the with the cloak on there, I think it sits well. It's a heavier fabric, but again, with the wire in there, it's strong enough to actually hold it up, and so you can pose it and have where it's dynamic with it. You can do a lot with it. I do like that, but I don't like the pauldrons again would bulk it out there. I do think this would go well with like doing like maybe a dwarf, a traveling. It's a good traveling cloak, less like a magic or a magey cloak. So I feel like this is more. He's more like maybe like a paladin or something like that than having where it's just straight magic. I would have liked maybe like a hammer topper for this, just to go with that a little bit. But this is how you do his magic effects. Show that real quick. I'll use the small one just for brevity. And I have the right hand here. Okay. You pull off the hand. You pull off the hand. There we go. And it has where they're kind of concave a little bit. It's like it's going outward. So I don't know if I'd want to do it this way. So it has where it's going towards them or back this way. I'm going to do it this way and see how that goes, because that way it can go more around the hand that way, like that. So maybe it'd be easier to plug it in. It's my thought process there. And swap his head real quick because it's super easy. I love it. Pop head on. There we go. And there you have Zende and able to use his magic effects. And I do like them. It reminds me a lot of like Doctor Strange magic and things like that. And I do adore how that looks. I feel like that is what Mythic Legions needed. This really expands how they use magic in there, instead of it just being like, hey, you know, this seal was broken or stuff like that. Or it's like, oh, I got a staff. I'm going to do magic. I'm going to do some magic there. No, this has where like it's more representative. It seems like magic is alive in Mythos now, and not just like skulls and axes and hammers and trebuchets and things like that. It's got an extra front in there, and I think they really needed this, and I feel like this really helped. But next, let's go ahead and get into comparisons. Here is Zende with Thrace, Arazak, 1.0 Clavian, a hard-working Italian man, a Mythic Legion half-giant, and an ice troll. Do I think you need Zende in your collection? I think for me, Zende is the... he's neck and neck with Thrace now. I do like him more than Arazak. The magic effects go a long way to do that. I also think if you don't have the extra magic effects and stuff for like the evil ones or the good ones, you're missing out after messing with these. I think you do need them with Thrace if you don't already have it. Like, make sure you pick up a set of the magic effects for her, because if she came with these, she would have been like the top figure still, not neck and neck with Zende. He's fantastic. I love how those extra effects just add to it. I do think the wire in his cape could have been a little stronger, but I can work with it. It still has where it holds a shape. The weight of it kind of is like a little bit, but it works. It holds a shape. I can get some dynamic stuff out of there, like this right here, where he's casting in two directions. His focus is split. Who knows what he's fighting? Probably an ice troll. And it's awesome. And also, if you're into customizing, he is the only 1.0 figure here. And also, well, he's one of two that have the swappable chest. I believe Poxxus also has the swappable chest plate there. So if you were looking to do that with your figures, or you had any idea of buying extras for that, word to the wise. But tell me what you think. Tell me in the comments below. Do you like Zende? Do you wish Thrace came with magic effects too? Do you think Poxxus Wave so far is a hit? So far, I am liking it a bunch. I'm glad I went all in on it and bought extras on the pre-order. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, all that jazz, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.